Nobody should work past the age of 80 or 90 because it would bind them to continue working. Have you considered the possibility that some of your current habits are causing you to work constantly? Yes, there are many bad habits that can hurt your financial situation now and in the future. Hello and welcome to Financial Fluence. In this video, I'll teach you the things to avoid if you don't want to work forever. Let's now get going. Number 1. Not saving. Saving, whether through a retirement savings plan or an emergency fund account, is intended to prepare us for the rainy days ahead so that we are not left with anything when things go wrong. For example, suppose you failed to save while earning thousands of dollars per month. Then you suddenly lose this job and have to borrow from friends and family just to survive. And then you have to pay everyone back what you owe right after getting a new job, which means you have to pay back everyone. Number 2. Poor money habits. Understanding the value of money and the importance of frugality remains one of the most important ways to develop positive money habits. And having good money habits will help you save more, make better financial decisions, and avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation. Number 3. Lifestyle inflation. If you found a job that paid a lot more than the one you have now, would it cost you a lot more to live the way you do now? If you answered yes, you run the risk of succumbing to lifestyle inflation, which causes you to increase your expenses because you are now earning more. While this may appear to be a harmless habit, it will cost you money as you earn more. Number 4. Impulse buying. You might have the impulse buying virus if you frequently make impulsive purchases. Shopping on the spur of the moment may also seem harmless at first, as long as you can afford it. However, even if you can afford this, it won't be long until a sizable percentage of your money is going toward purchasing other products on impulse. This eventually makes saving impossible, and you'll soon find it difficult to afford your basic necessities. If this continues, you'll have no choice but to work for several more years to make up for all the money you lost on impulse purchases. Number 5. Obsess with the present. What is your default reaction when you are unable to solve a problem immediately? Do you continue to look for a solution until you find one, or do you simply ignore it? Many people choose to ignore problems they can't solve, especially when it comes to their future needs. But no matter how much you ignore your future problems, they will find you. As a result, if you don't want to work every year of your life, now is the time to plan ahead. Take this into consideration. Even if you choose to live in the present, believing that the future will somehow save itself, you may have just created a recipe for disaster. Number 6. Poor debt management. Let's face it, it's practically impossible to completely avoid debt in today's world. But you can definitely decide how much these statistics will affect your finances. If you constantly find yourself missing your repayment, this may reflect the fact that you don't make adequate plans to repay these loans. And missing your payment could result in higher interest, which would then bite into the money meant for other things. Number 7. Waiting for a miracle. When money problems keep coming up, it's easy to think that a higher power will step in and do a miracle. But we all know that this never happens. You aren't going to suddenly win the lottery right when you need it, or learn that your grandparents have left you a sizable inheritance. Waiting for a miracle? Here's why they'll probably keep you working forever. When you're expecting a miracle, you're robbing yourself of control. You start to believe your finances are completely out of your hands and only a miracle will save you. Unfortunately, losing control of your finances will lead to ruin. Number 8. Staying at a job that pays peanuts. Instead of staying at a job that pays peanuts, equip yourself with better paying skills and keep your eyes open for more opportunities. In fact, you can renegotiate a higher salary with your employer if you have new and better qualifications. Most importantly, we understand that resigning and looking for a new job is a scary prospect. And before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Let's return to the video now. Number 9. Gambling. There's no other way to say it. Gambling will irreparably harm your financial situation. If you're still not persuaded, take into account the following fascinating facts. You have a 1 in 292 million chance of winning the Powerball jackpot, and your odds are considerably lower if you wager on sports, play blackjack, or play poker. If gaming keeps getting in the way of your work and personal time, you might be setting yourself up for a life of servitude. If you decide to stop now, your future self will thank you. Gambling can quickly become addictive, so getting help from a professional may be necessary if you wish to stop. Number 10. Short-term mindset. You must already know that the way you think has a direct effect on your present and future self. Every action you take will be a reflection of your present focused perspective. But if you choose to set long-term goals and make retirement and future plans, you have a better chance of not working indefinitely. What features do all early retirees share? In addition to encouraging you to create goals for the future, a long-term mentality teaches you how to plan for the future. Number 11, procrastination. You may be correct in the world of foreign exchange, but in real life, we all know that time is our most valuable currency, owing to the fact that we cannot regain lost time no matter how hard we try. Procrastination keeps you from doing the right thing at the right time, and it creates the illusion that you have more time, causing you to push important tasks until they no longer matter. Number 12, not investing in knowledge. Knowledge is power, and we don't mean that metaphorically. Knowledge gives you the ability to control situations and steer your life in the direction you want it to go. For example, if you spend hours every day learning more about money, you'll be less likely to fall into most of the financial traps we talked about earlier, like living beyond your means and getting into bad debt habits. Investing in knowledge could also mean deciding to equip yourself with neologisms. Number 13, staying in your comfort zone. As humans, we find peace in familiar surroundings and familiar situations. And this familiarity produces a sense of certainty and gives the illusion that you're in control. But here's something you already know but aren't willing to admit. You're in the comfort zone, and you need to get out of it if you want to avoid working forever. Staying in your comfort zone prevents you from taking risks, stops you from reaching your full potential, and may force you to stay at a low-paying job for life. Number 14, negativity. Consider that psychological fact. People who have a positive outlook on life are more confident in their abilities and capabilities, making them high achievers. As a result, these individuals are more likely to work harder and succeed. Negativity, on the other hand, makes you feel bad about yourself, doubt your abilities, and even stops you from taking the steps you need to improve your life. Number 15, laziness. Did you think we'd forget about it? Laziness, whether we like it or not, has resulted in millions of people missing out on life-changing opportunities. Laziness, on the other hand, can lead to a loss of money, a decline in intelligence, a lack of motivation, a bad attitude, and so on. And here's a bonus. Number 16, no emergency fund account. If you don't save for an emergency fund, you'll have to take out a loan to deal with an emergency. And because the loan is so urgent, the interest rate will be exorbitant. Worse, this loan may have almost an impossible repayment structure, such as expecting you to pay $100,000 in 2 months. And guess what happens if you don't meet this impossible time frame? Higher interest rates. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy similar stuff, check out my other videos. And if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.